Hey everybody, and welcome along to this week's edition of the Irish Golfer Podcast. Peter Finnan here, and joined as always by Rona McNamara.
I'm glad we're sitting across from each other because I can't hear you through my headphones.
Why?
I can't hear you.
Can you not?
No.
Okay. Technical difficulties already straight out the gate. Take them off then.
I'm committed to the bit.
Committed. Yeah, have a good weekend?
Mixed, yeah.
How'd the medal go? You were all mouth about a medal here last Thursday when we were recording.
It's always next month. Let's end the golfing season already, like.
Blow it up, ref.
Blow it up, honestly. It's already
dead.
dead.
Yeah, it's a pity they didn't blow the Leeds game up a bit earlier the other day. We're sinking ship at this stage. Big trouble.
Need to get yourself a goalkeeper.
Yeah, for next year. Queevy and Kelleher. If we get up, we're buying them. Right, before we get kicking off, shout out as always to Flowgas, who sponsor the pod. Visit flowgas.ie to have a look at their price plans across business and residential. Like we say every week, they don't just do gas, they do electricity as well. They have some great dual fuel plans. I was looking at them the other day myself. They have good plans as well. What I like about Flowgas, they have good plans for not just new business, so they reward existing customers as well. So they have dual fuel smart plans, save up to 29% on your electricity and 28% on gas as a loyalty discount. So if you are a new customer as well, they'll definitely match, if not better, who you're with when you're up for renewal. So have a look at their price plans. They do solar, LPG, all sorts. Great bunch of lads.
That was a disappointing segue compared to last week.
Compared to last week, it was. Yeah, we're not gonna trump last week.
No, it can't be topped.
Can't be topped. Won't be bet. But yeah, visit flowgas.ie and they'll definitely look after you with decent rates on your energy needs. Right, get straight into the PGA Tour.
Thrilling.
The children doing it for the children.
Doing it for the children. The children were rewarded with a classic, really. I don't really know where to start here. It looked like Minwoo was going to throw it away, and all of a sudden Gary Woodland comes flying up with a 62, and then there's Scheffler there in the background, and yeah, it was just a tournament that I wasn't expecting to be any good. Like the usual, we've had 2 or 3 great ones in recent weeks, and brilliant for Minwoo to get his first win, because we saw in the Netflix documentary as well that he's become like a real cult hero, but there were a few doubts over whether he was actually, genuinely serious about his golf. So this is obviously great for him to get the win, but it's also great justification for himself that he is, a serious player. And definitely I put him in the Joaquin Niemann category for the Masters now in a couple of weeks.
Stop.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You think he's a chance at the Masters?
Well,
I'll give you whatever.
Hold on. I said in the Joaquin Niemann category, so I think he's a chance of a top 25.
Yeah. Okay, now you're climbing down there now. He has, I will now go on record. I might be eating my words. Minwoo Lee has 0 chance of winning the Masters. 0.
Well, he's a better Masters record than Joaquin Niemann.
It doesn't. We're not even going to get into that. No, it's a good win. Listen, I don't know where you stand with Minwoo Lee. I like him as a character. He has really good attributes as a pro golfer, but I just can't warm to him.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what it is about him. I don't know what it is about Minwoo. He's a really nice fella, and he comes across a really nice guy. The slow play just absolutely, it just does it for me. He just annoys me too much on the TV, but I really want to like him, but I struggle.
Yeah, himself and Tom Kim, they're kind of the same. They're both sort of cult heroes, but they do have their sort of, Zimmer frame issues, I suppose.
That's it. Everyone got on about let him cook and all this.
Slow cooker.
That's what he is. He's one of them slow cookers that you put in the oven for the cheap cuts of meat that you leave boiling there for about 6 hours. That's the pace Minwoo plays golf at. But some of the shot, the reason I'll tell you why. I'll justify why I'm saying I don't think he's a chance of winning the Masters. I know I might be eating my words, but he just doesn't have the steady play off the tee. You look at his, so he hit 22 of 52 fairways this week.
Yeah, I was only on about an each way bet now. Come on.
It's just to win. So 22 of 52 fairway. He got away with murder on that golf course. Now, it was tailor-made for him. His misses all went in fairly good spots, bar the 16th hole on Sunday. when he didn't cover land at all. But like, yeah, if he wants to contend at the Masters, he will really need to tighten up off the tee. He's a great driver of the golf ball, distance-wise, but he doesn't really have much direction on it. His strokes gained approach, we were talking about iron play last week, it's mid-table. Like, he's a great driver of the golf ball, distance-wise, not so much accuracy-wise. So he'll contend on driving range golf courses like this was. And he's an unbelievable putter. So, like, he has 2 of the 3 variables that you'd like to see of any top professional. But yeah, I just don't think he'll contend at Augusta, but I might be proved wrong.
Yeah, well, he showed a lot of mindset considering what Toasty was trying to do to him with his slow play antics, you know. Like, this was like when Alex Noren was going for the Farmers Insurance title at Torrey Pines like 5 years ago, and JB Holmes was just not even in contention at the time, was still taking, 3 or 4 minutes to play shots.
Yeah, but
there was that kind of vibe about it.
I'm Team Toasty in this one.
What?
Yeah, I think Toasty was actually on purpose doing this because he got so pissed off earlier on. He was actually trying to get the referees back to the group. So if anyone wasn't watching and didn't see, like, the 8th hole, so Min Woo, like, he hit 2
took 12
miles
minutes to
right.
take a drop.
Yeah, 12 minutes to take a drop, and Toasty was there questioning the referee, like, really going mental about this because it took so long. It took Min Woo 31 minutes to play the 8th hole, which is shambolic.
Yeah, it's dreadful.
It's shambolic. It's a blight on the game. Like, these lads, it took them the guts of 6 hours to play that final round, and Toasty by the back 9 had just had his fill with it and decided, right, if the referees, we're on the clock already, so I'm going to slow down and I'm going to get attention from the referees just to make sure that they at least try and push this guy along. Or I felt sorry for Ryan Fox in all this, because Foxy's one of the quickest players on tour. Yeah, and he's stuck in the middle of this, and like, Toasty was just trying to make a point, and you don't want to cross that lad. He is volatile at the best of times.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a reputation for being
a little headbanger.
Bollocks, like.
He's a little headbanger. No, the Argentinians are like that. He is Argentinian, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Yeah. They like a lot. There's so many Argentinian professional golfers just blow head gaskets like that. But yeah, I wouldn't cross this fella. But yeah, he just decided to take matters into his own hands, and he played fast for some holes, and he slowed right down when he wanted the referee's attention, just to try and speed Min Woo up, because he was shambolically slow. I'm not trying to take away from his win here by just being negative, but yeah, he's in the Tom Kim bracket. You summed it up perfectly on that. In the Tom Kim bracket of just, yeah, I just can't stomach the slowness of it. But there's a lot of good in there.
Ah, yeah, like, 2 of them are good characters, but I suppose you can hide the slow play as well, though, by the way you kind of alter your TV coverage as well. Like, I never actually noticed I never thought of him as a slow player up until yesterday. Like, it could have just been circumstances as well. He's going for his first win. But yeah, Toasty's hot on the collar at the best of times, like you said. Like, he had a row with Tony Finau at this event last year, I think, as well, about something as like stupid as like a playing order on a hole.
Yeah. And
then he was kicked off a Corn Ferry Tour event for a disciplinary matter. So he's definitely hot on the collar. One of my mates had him backed at 250 to 1.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, where did you stumble across that?
Well, he finished 2nd or 3rd here last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
He done well in the event last year. But no, that's a good bet. Yeah, that is a good bet. Yeah, Min Woo, even I love the emotion that he showed on the last. Like, yeah, when he did get
the aim point was funny. That was funny.
Like,
you don't think so?
No.
That was funny. And then you've Scheffler laughing as well. That's good crack.
Yeah, he was laughing, but like, it took him nearly 3 minutes to hit the putt or the chip before he did that. Honestly, 2 minutes 50 seconds they timed him to do that, and then he takes the piss on a 5-inch putt. Like, I just can't buy into it. That's the only thing that turns me off. I really want to like Min Woo, and I know, like, you know, he's a hurler. He likes his hurling, Min Woo does.
He does, yeah.
Hangs around with John O'Murphy. When they came on tour together, they roomed together, travelled together a lot. The lads are really, really good mates. And yeah, there's like videos of him out hurling at different tour events a few years ago when he was playing full time on the European tour with the lads, just having the crack. But yeah, can't warm to him.
That is disappointing.
It is. No, I'm disappointed as well, because I want to. I like his social media persona, and I like what he puts out on that, and I like the content he creates. But no, on the golf course, like it's not all his fault. He's let do what he's doing, and that's why I'm Team Toasty when it comes to trying to speed these guys up. Like, he was just doing anything he can, and I'm sure like Ryan Fox won't admit it because he was in, you know, front row seats to watch a fellow countryman win on the.
Can't be saying that.
Why?
Can't be saying that. They're not fellow countrymen.
What?
I mean, we was an Australian.
Oh, was he Aussie? Okay, yeah, okay. I thought he was Kiwi.
Can't be saying that.
But like, you know, a fellow side of the world. It's like Rory and Shane being besties. It's grand.
Yeah.
All from the one spot. But you know, like if he wasn't so close to someone like Min Woo and realised the importance of someone from the Southern Hemisphere like that winning on the PGA Tour, I'd say he would have been peeved off. Like, if that was Tom Kim he was playing with, he probably would have been a bit more vocal. And he had his run-ins with Toasty in the final round as well. Toasty was having a go at everybody. Like, he was an angry little man. But it was justified.
Yeah, it was.
You're coming around now. You're Team Toasty now.
Like, I get what he's saying, but I don't know. I think Toasty could have.
Do you
just
like
carried
Min Woo,
on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him.
No,
yeah.
he is like, he is deadly. Yeah, like. And like I say, I love the emotions of it. Bo really added to it. Like, Bo added to it. We got to hear a lot. Bo probably added to the slow play a lot in the last 9 holes as well. There was a lot of talking being done.
But again, like, it is circumstantial though, in a way. Like, you know, it's like he's chasing his first win.
Yeah,
I'm sure he was, you know, shitting it. Like,
oh no, there's no question
doubt
about it. And like, even though he's won a few times on the DP World Tour, this puts him in a different level, like different stratosphere. Even looking at his world ranking now, he's gone from world number 55 up to 22nd. So first time inside the world's top 25. That's no mean feat. Like, that's really that's serious golf.
Yeah, like, he's only missed one cut all year, really, going back a number of months. But yeah, he's a streaky enough little player. Looking at his results, like, he gets a lot of top 20s, but not really many top 10s in there, and then all of a sudden he just pops up with a win. But he tends to follow up a win with a good performance though as well. Like, he won the Macau Open, was 6th the week after, won in Australia, was 3rd the week after again in Australia. So, like, you know,
streaky.
Yeah, no harm in that. You better not be playing this week.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, but like, yeah, I just harp back to that. You know, this golf course, to me, I don't know what you thought of the golf course. Did you even notice the golf course? Like, it was fairly shite to me. Yeah,
it was your standard PGA Tour golf course. Like, it was okay. Like, I know the kids are getting to play for £10 today. Yeah, which is good. But it was
Memorial Park. It's called. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Like, it could be anywhere. Like, I just don't like golf courses where lads can get away.
Fairways.
Yeah, where lads can get away. Even it is wide fairways, but lads can get away with hitting 5 or 6 of them and still shoot 63s and 64s, and that happened multiple times.
Yeah,
over the weekend, you know, and it's reflective in the score. You know, -20 for the 4 rounds. Yeah, the course suited Min Woo. Any of his bad shots he got out of jail with. Like I said, he hit 22 of 52 fairways. You know, he's 42nd in strokes gained off the tee for the week, and he's winning the golf tournament. So his putter was on fire, and those stats just tell you how unpenal the golf course was. No rough, wide open. You could literally hit it anywhere. Once there's not water, you could hit it anywhere, and you always have a shot. So
yeah, what he had like 8 1-putts in a row in the 3rd round or something like that.
Yeah,
which is just nuts.
No, it is nuts. So no, these are serious players. But yeah, anyone else up there? Like, obviously Gary Woodland. Great story.
Like, it would have been nice to see him win. Like, it was one of those situations where whether it was Min Woo or Gary, if you're a neutral, you can't lose. But yeah, he's been showing decent signs of form the last few weeks, in fairness to him, and like the finish he put on was class. It would be great to see him. Like, he's a major champion, so it would be great to see him sort of get back to, you know, contending regularly on the PGA Tour. It was great to see Scottie Scheffler not win, but then maybe it wasn't, because does it take the pressure off Rory or not? I was kind of conflicted with that.
We'll get into this now in a minute, but yeah, no, I'm Team Woodland as well. Really good. Netflix kind of opened us into the person behind the golfer, the family man, what he's gone through. Like, you know, it's been a horrendous couple of years for him, like writing letters to his kids and stuff like that. That really stuck out for me. writing letters to his kids, going in for brain surgery, thinking he wasn't going to make it out. Like, it's a real proper whatever about getting back to.
It gets him back into the top 100 now as well, which is important because he had started the season quite well, like 3 top 25 finishes. And, kind of went off the boil there a little bit then during the big tournaments, but like to see him playing well, like he's always a great ball striker as well, good to watch on TV. Like he hits those stingers, so I'm sure he'll be looking forward to seeing himself on Instagram Reels for the next few months now.
Yeah, it's his best finish on tour since 2019. Like, you know, even going back, his best round that ties his 18-hole score that he had. Like last time he had something like that was 2018. So like he's overcome a lot since his brain surgery, and like it's only September 2023 that he had the surgery. You know, returned to competition in Hawaii last year. So no, really good. Second top 10 in 34 starts as well for him. Like, so he's shown signs big time. Scottie worries me. If I'm being honest, it's just like this was very similar weeks for Scottie, for Rory, just to get in there and work on a few things and show statistically you're going in the right direction. And yeah, I'm coming away from this tournament. Scottie Scheffler finished 6th and putting this week. That's all that mattered.
Yeah,
you know,
because he's been playing fine since he came back from the Christmas Day incident. Like he. 2 top 10s at that point, like no finish worse than 25th. I mean, like you're talking about 1 week you get a hot putter, it'll turn into a contending week. Yeah, which is scary.
And you know he's going to be there. Like this is all set up. We'll get into Rory now in a second, but it's all set up for the two lads to go toe to toe. I wonder, will the Masters committee with their hot and cold balls for the draw put them together? Would that be? Well,
they did last year.
I know
for the first 2 rounds, and McIlroy got absolutely outclassed.
Yeah, he did.
Especially on the Friday when the conditions got tough, he just got blown away, and Scheffler ground out like a 72, I think, and that was kind of the winning of it for him because the weather got better over the next couple of days. But no, I think they might keep them apart this year.
Yeah,
I think it would be good for Rory if they were apart as well.
A little bit of me thinks that, yeah, but like Rory doesn't have the greatest of records when he goes toe to toe with Scottie, you know, outside of
the Tour
FedEx Cup thing. Yeah. Outside of that, like Scottie since then has had his number. If you look at the stats of when they played together and what they've done, Scheffler just seems to have, I don't know, is it he gives less of a crap about what is happening between them? He's just more focused on his own. Rory can get quite distracted by other people sometimes, as we've seen in the past with like trying to chase Bryson for distance or trying to, but
then he's taken a leaf out of Scheffler's book this year in terms of his discipline. So maybe if you flip it round and he's playing with Scheffler, it could work. But I'd rather see them play apart. But
I'd rather see them play on Sunday together. Yeah. Imagine that for a final group.
I'd rather see them play in separate groups Thursday, Friday, but be in the same sort of time slot. If you get me,
yeah.
Where McIlroy's not going out on a Thursday afternoon where Scheffler's already shot a 67.
Yeah. And
he's not chasing already because it's like his first round scores are terrible at Augusta, like 73, 75, 76, 73, 72 in 5 of his last 6 Masters. Only shot in the 60s twice in the opening round. So he needs a lot. It's all about how he starts.
Yeah. And this is like, so getting on to Rory, we were moving on from Scottie. Yeah, danger. There's a red light going around Scottie now. We're not going to see him till you'll see him now. This day next week you'll be in the media centre.
Yeah, a few pints.
The Crow's Nest. That's what you want. The pints of Crow's Nest in the media centre. They're not bad. Rory. Yeah, this was the perfect prep week for Rory as well. Like it nearly. I'm glad he didn't win.
Yeah,
because
so
the hassle of winning. He just didn't need a win. Not that it would have added more pressure. It's just the media functions you'd have after, like it's just
go away for a week.
Go
now
away, exactly.
Chill.
Yeah,
sort out that elbow.
What really stood out for me was his wedge play this week. He dialed in his wedge play. Yeah, he's tightened up his driver as well. He's been working on his driver, tweaking, still with the same QI10, but he's taken some loft off it. So he's obviously worked out now from going to Augusta a couple of weeks ago, last week. And the work that he's done now, he's sticking with the spinnier ball. He was hemming and hawing about that depending on the weather. It's looking like a really warm week this week in Augusta, checking out the weather, and just the general overall lay of the land around there. It's going to play fast. It's going to play firm. So he'll stick with the spinnier ball, and he's just taking the loft down his driver. So all very clever things to be doing and working out. And he's not panicking coming into this. Like I was saying, his wedge play this week was all I was looking for. Proximity to the hole, and that's in tight. That feeds into his putting. When he hits it, when he hits it 5 yards closer on average, he holds 20% more putts. It's just the stats all point to that. So if he gets his wedge game dialed in, which it is, this all bodes well. Like there's no two ways about it. If he does not contend at Augusta next week, he will never win this tournament.
Oh, yeah, this is his best chance in years.
100% is, and I just hope he doesn't mentally buy into the hype that we're building around this. But it's hard not to. Like he has to contend. This time, right? Like there's no two ways about it. Like
it's funny, we started talking about it last week. I did a couple of things then online, and I saw another couple of online pieces over the weekend, mentions of the Masters in a podcast somewhere else during the week, and it's just all starting to build up again. And I actually wonder whether McIlroy saying that he's a bit of a niggle in his elbow is just to kind of dampen everything. I'd
love to think that. That never even entered my head, but I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you're thinking like that.
I'm overthinking.
He's going the Porrick Harrington and Royal Birkdale route of.
Well, yeah, he's Bob Rotella in his ear, so it could be.
Honestly, yeah, no, it could be just. It's a good way of playing the pressure down, talking it down. Just say I have a niggle here, and I'm working on that. Never even thought of that.
See, I should be a sports psychologist.
Good take, Ronan. Good take. But yeah, anything else from the children of Houston that you would like to take away from this tournament?
Well, I actually didn't know that Seamus Power wouldn't be gracing the children of Houston with his presence over the weekend until Saturday night. Yeah. I went to bed on Friday night thinking the cut's -2, Seamus is -2. Lovely, there's 3 or 4 groups still to come in. Made the cut. Great to build on last week's top 10. And I went to do the report on Saturday. Where the hell is Seamus? Yeah. So that was a shame.
He'll be disappointed. But
yeah, because he had a good first day.
Yeah, just let it fall asunder in the second round. But yeah, some good finishes though on here, like Sami Välimäki, another one of the DP World Tour players that got into the top 10 and migrated his way across, doing a lot like in finish in fourth. It went record. Like he made the cut on the number, same as Power would have if he was one shot better. And then he goes out and he shoots 64, 62 at the weekend. That takes finishing a tie for fourth on his own, actually, looking at it here. The serious results, and it's great to see another one of the DP World Tour guys lock up his card. Like that's 9, when we look ahead of that, that's 9 wins for non-American players out of 14 events on the PGA Tour this year.
Yeah, like we said it last week. The Americans, I don't know what it is, just aren't doing it really.
Yeah.
It was a poor week for the DP World Tour. The only one of those DP World Tour, PGA Tour card holders was in the top 10 this week. Off week for the boys.
Yeah, it was a bit of an off week for the boys. But anything else to take out of from Houston?
No, just that Ian Poulter pretty much saying it's the biggest tournament of all time. Just couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh, stop. Yeah, he'll be dining out in that one for a long time. Right, we'll move on to the DP World Tour.
This is a great tournament. The Hero Indian Open is class. Like, look at the scores. It's brilliant.
Yeah, the score. It's Mickey Mouse golf. Like
it's not though.
It's A to B to C with big canyons in the middle of everything, and it's like one of those golf courses that they design and Tiger. It's like something off TGL. That's what it is. It's like a TGL golf course. This place, only 3 lads under par for the week. Like I'm all for putting handcuffs on lads, but not when it's tricked up to within an inch of his life. And a lot of this course in India is, it's a bit overly tricked with undulation and cliffs and rocks and it's just a bit gimmicky. But yeah, I'm all for testing the players in a different way, but maybe not. This was a very, very penal test. Like
it's just bonkers.
Like Eugenio was 4 under.
Yeah.
Then you have Nakayama was 2 under, and Juice Loughton. They're the only 3 under par out of 80 lads that made the cut. They're the only 3 under par. And then when you go down the end of the leaderboard, 68 lads that made the cut, sorry.
Poor N.
Tana Jagarar.
N. Tangaraja, Sri Lanka's finest.
29 over.
Yeah.
Serious weekend, 86, 82.
That's brilliant.
It's not brilliant.
It's funny.
He's still got $4,500 for his week's work, I suppose, looking at it here. So he's getting well looked after. There was, like, I'm all for getting some locals into tournaments, but when you look at, like, from 60th down in this tournament, like, there's nobody finished, like
I'm looking at
plus 22, plus 24, 25, plus 28. Like, this is mental.
Like, I'm looking at Alex Knapp at plus 19. This is my base for, like, who actually finished last. The other boys below him don't really count.
Yeah.
To be fair. Ross Fisher, 69.80 first 2 rounds. Like, what could have been?
And still makes the cut.
Still makes the cut, yeah. It's mental, like.
So it is a bit mad. We had, obviously, Connor Purcell in the field here.
Yeah, not good. Finished plus 11, 75.80. Yeah, look, the same sort of as last week. The double bogeys are just killing him. He had a good start on Thursday. It was a couple under early on and doubled the 14th. Birdied 18 and then rolled up with three bogeys in a row, which just isn't going to get it done anywhere, really. And then he finished in a hospital with a double bogey on his last hole. And he did the same thing on Friday as well, doubled the 18th. But at that stage, he was long gone because he doubled the third as well. So, it's starting to become a bit of a concern. Well, it is a concern. It's been a concern for a few weeks now. He's only made 2 cuts. I think he's missed 5 of 7. So, he definitely needs to book up his ideas, I think.
Just get back to Europe. Just get back on.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, that can help, and it would ease travel as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think he'll be fine once he gets back to Europe. He'll find a bit of form, and you know what he's like as a player. He's always just one good round, one good result from building momentum and having a really good month on the back of one result, and that's all he's waiting for. So, yeah, I'm not worried yet. I'm more worried about Seamus Power, even though he's, it's a strange one. I see a lot more potential now in Connor. I just think Seamus is going to be up against a different problem now if he's missing cuts in events like Houston just about, and he's not into the Siggies like we're saying. He's going to struggle with starts. Like, for him now in August is going to creep up very, very fast when you're not in some of the bigger events and you're really struggling to try and make points and make stuff. So, yeah, I'm more looking at concern at Seamus Power than I am Connor Purcell for now, but that could flip-flop. And who am I to make assertions like that? But the winner, Eugenio.
Controversial character. Well,
a lot of controversy around this fella. Like, what do you think is like anchoring the putter? Where do you stand on this? Actually, did you see any of the video of him?
Yeah,
100% he's anchoring that putter.
Do you reckon?
Oh, 100%. Like, it's shot. Like, how? Like, and it. I don't. It's not necessarily that I blame the player. Like, the governing body should have clamped down on this and shouldn't have left it so loose. Like, every win Langer has on the senior tour.
Yeah.
It's just blighted with, he's anchoring. You'd overlook the seniors a little bit because it's a holiday home. They're not there. It's like, it's serious golf, but it's not on a serious platform.
Yeah, like your man Lawrence Donegan is forever giving out about anchoring on Twitter. It's hilarious. He's had a couple of gripes now at a few players, but our man Eugene is the latest one. But it does look like he's anchoring. Like, there's a still image, and it looks like the thumb is pressed up against the sternum.
Yeah, it is. His thumb is on the top. You look at the video, his thumb goes over the top of the grip. So lads that don't anchor, they leave a little bit of a gap at the top. Like, and I wouldn't be defending Lucas Glover at the best of times, but like, he does not anchor.
No,
there's a nice
doesn't.
gap there. There's like something like that. This lad,
pushing it.
he's borderline, but he's getting away with it. And like, this win will change a lot. Like, he's one of Sergio's ex-fireballs from Liv. He's dropped back. He's trying to make his way on the DP World Tour now. Like, he's a really, really good player, and he was a good signing for Liv at the time.
Yeah, well, he's made his money pretty much in his career, like, so, and he just wants now to be remembered for actually getting wins and, you know, remembering what he achieved in the game rather than how much money he's made. But like, he's like David Puig. He's just another young Spanish player who was probably plucked away from one of the main tours and put on live. But when they actually do come back to the Deep World Tour, you can see how good they are.
Yeah. No, it's it's. Is there any other takes that you've seen in India you want to highlight?
Marcel Siem, did you see him?
No.
I
like Marcel Siem now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't like him before?
No, I like him anyway. I just think he's mental. I've seen him having some amount of meltdowns on the golf course.
But like, he was probably going to be my hero, my Port Carrington hero for the week. But he chipped in. He was like nearly standing in the water. He has the shorts on. I think the shirt was untucked, but he has the cap on backwards. And he chips in for, I think it was a par, and he just starts fist pumping. I was like, it's the first round of the Hero Indian Open, would you calm down?
In the first round? He's he's mental.
Then he withdrew midway through the second round after all that. But I just thought that was funny. Like, he just goes berserk. Doesn't matter what it's for, or where it is, or where he is in the tournament.
Yeah, he's always a good watch. Like, it's up and down. He wears his heart in his sleeve, you know. Yeah, I think that's it from the hero. Will we move on to the LPGA?
Yeah, Leona, kind of middling again, really. It's she's like making cuts.
It's gone a little stale.
Yeah, like when we do the reports now, I'm kind of moving down to the bottom of the leaderboard and scrolling up rather than scrolling down from the top. But she was 68, 70, 70, 71, 74, 300 par, like, way off the top, 19 shots off the playoff between Hugh Joo Kim and Lilia Vu. This, I suppose, I think the final day, obviously good to have a playoff, but I think it was a letdown because Lilia Vu, Charlie Hall and Nelly Corder were there after 36 holes, and that kind of shootout you would have been hoping for never really materialised.
Yeah, Charlie got off to a bad start.
Yeah.
Just never recovered, was, hit an awful lot of uncharacteristic shots in that final round when I was watching bits of it, so... Yeah, it did kind of peter out into a tournament. A tournament that had the makings of everything going into the back nine on Sunday, with all of these top players up there, to something that you won't remember in 2 weeks with a playoff with Kim and Vu.
Yeah, even though Lily Vu obviously is class.
She is class, but it's like, yeah, it just doesn't have the same. Interestingly, with Leona, she's gone. If you remember back. Where was it last year when we got the tip off that she was finishing up caddy? It was at the Open.
We're at the Open, yeah.
In Troon, was it? In the media
Troon,
centre in Troon to start that week. Yeah. So, yeah, your man didn't last a year. So she got it. She's new caddy on the bag this week now. She's gone with Shane O'Connell, another Irish guy. So Shane O'Connell from down
John Murphy's back.
Yeah, exactly. So
John Murphy's back.
He finished up what he was doing in Ireland before. He actually had a podcast going for a while. Talk Birdie to me, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Nice. Shane's a really nice fella, sound fella. So he went out on tour with Murph initially on the Challenge Tour, then they went to the main tour, and he stayed out there now. So he's on the LPGA now and on Leona's bag. So I think he'd suit her, actually. He's a nice temperament.
Yeah.
Like, he's a hard worker.
Like the caddy change after Dermot Byrne, I just never, even just from the outset, it just doesn't feel or look right. It never looked like it was going to work out. And like, that's nothing against either person, but it just didn't feel like a perfect match. Yeah.
I think this could work. I think Shane could be good. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, she's gone through a few caddies at this stage now. So yeah, something has to click.
Yeah, and like, she's got a great chance this week actually in the LPGA match play. She got to the final of it last year, and if Nelly Corder wasn't in the final, Leona probably wins it.
Yeah,
she probably would have beaten anybody else. But the way Nelly was going at the time, like, that was her 4th win in a row when she beat Leona. And Leona played quite well in the final, but was still hammered. So this is a tournament she has a chance to win.
Yeah.
Even, like, we all know she's not at her best, but like, match play is a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, no, it is. And on the caddy side of things as well, Paul Dunn is still out there. He's actually caddied properly for Georgia Hall last week as well in the tournament. Like, it's...
Interesting.
Yeah, I knew from the start of the year, so he was like on the range in Dubai when they were out there at the start of the year, and I have a few friends that were down there doing photo shoots and stuff, and said, Dunner's down there with Georgia Hall, and I don't know, is he doing a bit of coaching or... but he's ended up caddying for her now for a few events. When they had the Sunningdale event a couple of weeks ago,
yeah, he was on the bag there.
He was on the bag there, and he continued that out. He was out in LA last week at the event as well. So, yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
to say the least.
You would never have thought it. Like,
no, I would never have put Dunner's career path as working on the LET or on the LPGA. Sorry, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what dynamic comes from it, or where it's going, or what they're working on together. You know, so
yeah, he's still playing plenty of golf. Actually,
he is.
Dunner. He won one of those Dubai mini tours. One of those Order of Merit. So like he's still knocking it around.
Yeah.
Don't know will we ever see him on tour now again, but
I think we will. He just needs to. He'll find a break somewhere. He just like he's quality like he possesses doesn't just go away like that. You know, he was just so unlucky. When you think back now, when COVID broke, when he lost his tour card, like he had to deal with so much around that time. The injury layered on top, like, and it's mental when you think that fall from grace from where he was. Like, he was top 10 on the DP World Tour for a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Played in that Hero Cup that time, and, you know, it's just everything just went wrong that could go wrong in 1 year. Then COVID strikes, and then he's no status after a while, even though he'd won a couple of years before.
Yeah, and like he was 65th in the world at one stage, and people were talking that he could have a run at a major and, you know, maybe make the 2018 Ryder Cup team, things like that. And obviously then the driving became an issue as well, and he just hasn't been able to come back. Yeah, no, it's mad. It is mad. Right, anything else on Roundup? Scratch Cup season seems to be underway. Yeah, you can tell the Irish amateur season's kind of coming up quick now with all the Scratch Cups on the next couple of weeks. Dara Flynn won the Laytown Bettystown Scratch Cup in a playoff. He finished 1 under alongside TJ Ford of County Sligo yesterday, and Flynn went and birdied the first hole to win. Flynn's like a name you'd see a lot on like the championship leaderboards, but it's good to see him get a win, because you never know what it might lead to, especially like in amateur golf. It can be so volatile. If you kind of get on the heater, it can be tough to get off, which is obviously very good. And then up in Royal County Down, they had the ladies Scratch Salver, and Tiffany Mills of Riston Park won by 2 shots over Kaylee Mulholland after shooting rounds of 79 and 81. And like the scoring in Laytown Bettystown in the afternoon was very tough because of the wind. I'd say it was times 10 up in Royal County Down. Yeah. Anything else? No, we've pretty much a ladies dominated Irish on tour this week. Plenty of girls knocking about. Leona, obviously, Lauren Walsh, then Annabelle Wilson and Sarah Byrne are playing the Joburg Ladies Open in South Africa, and then of course Bell Coulter's in Augusta. That's going to be class. And will you get the final round of that, or are you? No, it's over on Saturday. It's over on Saturday, which is a bit of a shame. You're going on Sunday. Yeah. Like, she'd only be the 4th Irish player, Irish girl to play there, and she will play Augusta because they all get a practice round. Yeah, which I think is a great idea. She's full of beans coming into this though. Like, her college, I see her team won again last night. Yeah, so her team has back-to-back wins. This is the home event for them, and they won it by 14 shots. But no, she was 5th overall as well, so she's like back-to-back top 5 finishes as well individually. So she had a big 21st in Las Vegas, so she's obviously cleared over the hangover. Oh, it's really good. Like, she could easily get in the mix in this tournament. Like, she won't it's not as if you're going into, it's not like the Masters itself when you're going in and you've someone with, or 2-3 people with like distance between them and the field stats wise. She's looking at everyone that's teeing it up. It's 50 competitors, isn't it, in the Anwa? 50, yeah. So like, she won't fear anyone, and there's no one really streets ahead of any. I know like Lottie Wood is going back and trying to defend her title, and there'll be no fear there at all. But like she's 47 in the world, and I'm sure that ranking will rise before the Augusta National Women's Amateur, because her tournament yesterday has been taken into account. But it's a world ranking where there's definitely like, you know, a bit of beef behind it. It's a world ranking to be feared. Yeah. Like, she's not in the field, she's like 200 in the world. Like, she's a serious player. She's played Curtis Cup as well already, so she knows how to get it done on the big stage.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. And like, for the women and girls as well, there was a big announcement last week. I'm not sure if everyone has seen it or heard of it, but Malahide Golf Club, this came out of left field for me. So Malahide Golf Club set to host an LET Access event. So we've never held an LET Access event in Ireland. So this is really good because, like, obviously we're going to have a record number of Irish women entering the KPMG Women's Irish Open, but then there are so many players coming behind that with no access to a home event, and this is ideal.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we've said so many times here, that there should be more pro events in Ireland, and so it's great to get this one. Like, you can list all the names of the girls who'll be playing this. Like, there's be so many up and coming amateurs playing as well.
The full national development squad.
Yeah, full Golf Ireland panel will be there surely. And it's nice to be in Malahide as well, a good members course. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people out there supporting it as well.
Yeah, and they're making inroads in our top 100 as well over the last number of years. Malahide, like, it's a good club. It is a good. They've 3 9s out there. I know from our own panel on the top 100, Jerry Burns done great work over the last while, consultancy wise, on the green side of things and the course side of things, and they've done massive developments inside in the clubhouse there as well. And Eddie Farrell, the GM up there, he runs a good show. So and you've Ramey Burns in the pro shop.
Yeah.
Like, it's all coming together up there. It's a really good and really big hat tip has to go to Forefront Sports, to Keane Brannigan and the team out there as well. Like, on bringing an event like this back to Ireland, because, you know, they've kind of led out with the KPMG Women's Irish Open back 3 years ago when there had been a massive gap, and now they're filling the gap below that as well with the LET Access stuff. So, no, fair play. Credit where credit's due.
Absolutely, yeah. And the prize fund is €45,000, which, just looking through the tournament schedule on the LET Access, like, it's pretty much your second biggest or third biggest prize fund of the whole season as well. So there's plenty to play for.
Yeah, no, I'm all good with that. Right, have we come to heroes and villains time?
We have.
Right, we'll start off with the Gary Player Villain of the Week. Nominations.
Toasty.
This is bad now. He's up there in my heroes of the week. Right.
I knew he would be, so I'm trying to challenge you.
You're going Toasty, right? I'm going Wyndham Clark.
What did Wyndham Clark do?
What didn't he do?
What do you mean, what didn't he do?
No, Wyndham Clark. So he was caught out the other day. Like, I'm not a big Wyndham Clark fan at the best of times, but
I like him.
This tournament had kind of a lot of players at this, but Wyndham was caught doing it the worst. So that 16th hole that Minwoo carved the ball right into the water on. You know the one I'm talking about, the par 5?
Yeah.
So he was left an approach shot into that. He hit his second shot into the water on the right. So he was left back on this upslope. He had about 180 yards. And, like, there's a full grandstand going around the back of this green. So he obviously wanted to take the water out of play. Took like 5 clubs too many and just horsed it into the back stand and hit off the stand, roll back, like, kick back about 30 yards to the middle of the green. Like, it's just blatant disrespect to crowds, to safety, to people. It shouldn't be allowed on tour, and there's too much of it goes on, this grandstanding, backstop and using stands and stuff like that. It's mainly on the PGA Tour because they like that kind of wrap around greens that we'd have. Like, we have very few of them here. Like, we'd have Wentworth and stuff like that. That the Irish Open last year.
But even the one at Wentworth is far enough back from the green, exactly. And you're either going to be hitting a wood in or a wedge.
Yeah, well, these, like, in the States, they like building them like 3 meters from the green and just go vertical. So there's players using that to their advantage. I don't know how they rule against it, but yeah, he just gets my nod this week because it's just blatant disregard for that. Can go anywhere into that stand and absolutely kill someone, like, and they don't care. They don't even shout for when they hit the shot. No,
it was funny. Like you see it every week, and you never actually see someone get sculled.
No,
whatever.
It will happen.
I know it'll happen, but I've been saying that, like, the whole referee, the linesman put their flag up about 2 minutes after the offside. No one's been injured yet.
The umpire with his hand up for 10 minutes and the ref ignoring him.
I keep saying, someone's going to get injured or someone's going to hit in the grandstand, but it rarely happens, if ever.
Yeah. So Wyndham Clark obviously gets my nod. There's no way I'm voting for Toasty for Villain of the Week. So I'm overruling you here, and the villain of the week, the Gary Player villain of the week is Wyndham Clark. I'm not even giving you a say in it. Because you probably overrule me on the next one, right? The Paddy Harrington Heroes of the Week.
I've two
as well. So you've already outed one of mine. Toasty is one of mine.
Yeah.
Just because he takes no crap, and he was dead right to stand up to Minwoo, and I'm Team Toasty.
Right, well, I said Marcel Siem earlier, but my other one is Keradec Affa Barnrat.
All right. Tie spinner.
Tie spinner. See him showing all the pros how to do it.
Oh, here, actually. You've just reminded me of something. Did you see Keith Mitchell playing it?
Yeah,
Out of the
that's
bunker?
right. That's where I got her from, yeah.
Did you see it, the shot?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He should be in the heroes category, actually.
He should be. That was outrageous.
It was the most outrageous shot I've seen this year. There's memorable little pitch shots like that you remember. And in the last 12 months, I'll remember Keith Mitchell's shot, and I'll remember Rory McIlroy's chip in the Ryder Cup that he closed it down, that he shut it down on and hit the little fizzy nipper up onto the top deck of, So, whatever you're going on, Toasty gets outdone. So, are you saying Alfie Barnrat or are you saying Keith Mitchell?
I was going to say Alfie Barnrat, but I suppose you can throw Keith Mitchell in it. But it was just so weird because there was videos on social media of Keradec just showing all the pros in India how to hit it. And then I think that night Keith Mitchell hits the thing and it's influenced by Alfie Barnrat. So he's grown.
He referenced it.
Yeah.
He referenced it in the interview as well, Mitchell did. He said it was funny because he said it was posted online, and the only people commenting, he said, this goes to show you the severity of difficulty on the shot. The only people that was commenting on it online were other tour pros, because the general public just didn't understand how difficult the shot was. They're just going, so what, you hit this little chip out of a bunker and it's big whoop. But like he said, I knew it was really, really exceptional and then when you actually look when he breaks the shot down and what he did. So my other one, I had Gary Woodland down there as a hero of the week. Gets an honourable mention, but nobody touches Teflon Keith.
If someone asked you on Thursday, someone's going to play a tie spinner from the bunker, name the player, Keith Mitchell would have been probably last.
Oh yeah, no chance.
No chance. Not even in terms we're not talking in terms of talent, but just in terms of your character and your swagger and things like that. Mitchell just isn't one of those guys.
No, definitely not. But it's rare you see people attempt the tie stimmer, the tie stinger, or the spinner, whatever it is. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied here. It's rare you see people attempt it in general play, in tournament play. Yeah, because it's a very specific shot, and the Barnrat was showing people how to do it because they're down in India, and it's that real grainy grass that it grabs, and you kind of have to. Class. Oh, I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah. That's all she wrote.
All done. Ball burst. So the next time you will be hearing from us, Ronan will be in the media centre at Augusta National next week.
Hopefully.
It's getting squeaky bum time.
It is squeaky bum.
You were at 3 out of 10 last week, excitement wise. What are you at now?
7.
Oh really? Yeah, that's
7,
good. No, I'm happier with that.
Just because the Valero Texas Open doesn't really do it for me this week.
And there's no one playing it anyway.
Seamus.
Well, yeah. Hopefully Seamus can do something, but
follow me there.
Follow you there, exactly. Yeah, he win the Valero Texas.
I was actually in the golf club yesterday after my embarrassing medal pursuit, and so many people are coming up to me saying, "Oh, you're going to the Masters," and I hadn't told anybody, just because. What business is it of yours? I'm not going to go around parading it
Yeah, you'll be coming back then full of merch walking on. Oh yeah, I was at the Masters. No, it'll be class. Look forward to doing that next week. Cheers to everyone for tuning in. Like we said at the start of the pod, visit flowgas.ie for all your energy needs. They're good enough to sponsor this pod, and they support every level of Irish golf. So visit flowgas.ie and for all your business and personal energy needs. Cheers for tuning in, and we'll chat to you again next week. Bye bye.